And this is Ashton Genty. A scintillating run for the touchdown. The Raiders get the W here, 35-28, your final score. From there, let's go up to the Motor City. Let's look in on the Lions. They're hosting the Green Bay Packers. And this is Jahmyr Gibbs. All he needs is a crease, and he finds it. That's a 7-yard rushing touchdown. The Lions improve to 4-2 on the year with another win. One more to show you, and it's out in Seattle, the Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And it's Brock Purdy, a 55-yard touchdown. The 49ers are getting hot. It's a third straight win, and they take this one in style. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports.
Film rooms are the forum where strategies are discussed and victories are born. Each person there has a voice and a chance to step forward with what they believe is the key to this week's game.
welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Please welcome your defending NFC champion, New Orleans Saints.
Falcons sideline, that is head coach Raheem Morris. This guy's a confident 4-2, a third of the way into this season. On the opposing sideline, that's the Saints head coach. These guys coming off the bye week, so we'll keep an eye on it, Brock. Maybe a small advantage to them because of that. Scott and Brock Hewitt with you up here in the booth, and we've got safety Justin Reed handling our opening kick. And from the Superdome, we're underway. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Well-headed Falcons for their first possession. And leading them out is a massive master at overcoming adversity before and after being drafted 8th overall in 2024. At your alma mater, Washington, it's Michael Penix Jr.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception, knowing right here, he's got to play some clean ball.
Play action. Here's Penix. He gets this one astray. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
Ooh, and almost an opening drive pick, but he couldn't hang on. He dropped it. So the potential turnover ends up on the ground as they'll bring up 4th down.
That is 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Takes it in at the 21. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. And bringing them out an electrifying runner and a former first-round pick back in 2021, Justin Fields.
As you take the field coming off of a bye week, you really want to take advantage of what you just did. The self-scouting, the evaluating of yourself over the early part of this season, and make sure you capture what you want to do and what you have to do over the rest of the season.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Bigsby. Up the sideline, past the 45. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. New set of downs for him from the 46.
The Saints, first down.
1st and 10. Here's Fields. Complete to his back. Tank Bigsby. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Something out of nowhere, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turned in a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And gets this one down inside the 30. That's a gain of 5. First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Play action now. It's Fields. Bails out of the pocket quick. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
That's good for another Saints.
Bigsby will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line. Pushing the pace right away to start the game.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Gets it again. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. It will be that same strategy they employ. I guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Reed now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Falcons and Michael Penix Jr. is set to take over again. And we're getting a look at the leaders in passing touchdowns this season here, where you will find his name among the top 5 right now in the NFL. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Staying with Robinson. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
It's a loss of a yard.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. Fourth down coming up. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Second drive coming up for the Saints offense. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. All right, here we go. Second down.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side. Offense to the line for second down. Again, it's Bigsby. And he's taken down. It's a quality yardage on that play.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Here we go.
Off play action, it's Fields. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And it's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for another Saints.
Working inside the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he gets back to the line, but no more. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the start of the second. Saints have the ball and a chance at 6.
Here we go. 319,
Shotgun give now to Bigsby. Allen continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Fields on third. Throw left side caught by Shaheed. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. The offense is not coming off this field. They're trying it on 4th and 7. They do snap it. Here's Fields. Escapes the pocket. Oh, Fields loses it. And the Falcons get to it. Well, whether they recover that one or not, either way, they were turning the ball over there. But no doubt, notice things a little bit extra, fumbling it away instead of just being stopped short.
It sure does. Because look at the defense. Look at what you just gave them momentum on. It's not just the ball, but the spirit of those guys. Knowing, they not only stuck you, they can rip that ball away from you, too.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10.
First down, Falcons.
Here's Penix to throw. Lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. They connect on the deep shot. And he will get this inside the 30. They'll keep this. Time moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
And the Falcon first down.
Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Here's the counter give to Robinson. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
Penix working from the gun. Oh, he's going to run for it. That one gains 7. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Atlanta.
Shotgun snap. A give to Robinson. He surges ahead for 5. Make it second down. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Penix looking to run with it. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to 4.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
At the Saints' 10-yard line.
Here's Penix. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. Couldn't get it the last 2 snaps. Another shot at 6 here on third and goal. From the shotgun, Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Saints calling for a timeout. It's their first. Tyler Bass on now for the field goal try. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Bass's kick is good. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead. And that's going to award their offense a first down. Running it after the penalty. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
Brings up second and goal.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. The Falcons in need of some points before the break. Still set up at the 9. It's second and goal. Penix here from the gun. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Following a sack, and they need to find 11 yards here on third and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Drake London with the touchdown. Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Falcons tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. McCole Hardman now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to go now. And they know they let points slip away with that fumble in the red zone, Brock. They're looking to get him back here. On first and 10, it's Fields. Chased out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set.
At the 32-yard line.
Here's second and 2. Taking a shot. Deep down the field it goes. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. No connection on the last play. And now it's third down.
Third down and 2. Here we go. Go.
Out of the shotgun. Fields. He's got his man. This is Austin. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
And the Saints First down.
Fields out of the gun. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not like the standard they set for themselves.
Another throw for Fields. Caught into the hands of the rookie from Florida. They make the tackle at the 38. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Play action, Fields. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Second down and 10, Fields. Completed to his running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Turn a good play into a great play.
And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Saints get some late points and the lead. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it to.
Okay, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution and the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
Reed now to kick this one away. And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback. The Falcons with the football late in the first half. And normally they'd need this out, Brock, but facing such a small deficit, good chance they try to get a field goal here before the break. Penix on first down. And the Saints came marching home, and they dropped it. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Another try following the sack. Connects on the crosser. And try as they might, he's not going to be able to move the chains. He's out around a yard shy of that marker. It's third down.
A 14-yard pickup. But it's third down.
Penix now to throw. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he's going to set them up with a first down on a huge gain. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its second. Penix now on first down. Finds him over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. It's a pickup of 11. And the Falcons will have a first. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10. It's Penix yet again. Has him on the quick hitter. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Working quickly here.
London. A gain of 12. First down, Atlanta.
So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Lots to talk about from the weekend that was. This a fitting capper to a compelling week. So let's get after it. Our look around the NFL starts now. Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. The Jaguars at home to take on the Browns. And it's the Browns QB. One of his 3 touchdown passes in the ballgame. He also added a rushing touchdown for good measure. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they play host to the San Francisco 49ers. And when he's at his best, he's one of the best, Christian McCaffrey. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Niners win their 4th straight as they get the victory here. Got one more to show you right now. Let's go to Foxborough. It's the Patriots hosting the New York Giants. And here's Wan'Dale Robinson. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Giants get back to 500. They even their mark at 3-3. With that, a look at the rest of the action going on. Remember, bye weeks are in play, so the schedule a little lighter than it's been in weeks past. Meanwhile, in our game, a fairly even first half, all things considered. 14-7 is the halftime score. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much for that look around the league, Scott. Now let's turn our attention back to this one as we get set to begin our 3rd quarter. Pass now to kick this away. Hardman with a return. Good work so far. He's got room. And he's out of bounds at the 45-yard line. They'll take that every time. Great field position to begin this drive. The Saints and this running back headed back out for a new series. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. We'll give up the guts of Bigsby. His charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
I think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
From the gun, it's a get to Bigsby. Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Third and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You hear
so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
He'll make a big for it on the ground. He's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now we give left side to Bigsby. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
Cody Barton on the stop.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in the phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. Now trying to run for it with Benson. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. This one goes for 3 yards. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
That's good for a Saints.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie. You can't get 1 yard for a first, but you start holding auditions for someone who can.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
What a great sign to start the 2nd half with this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Play action now. It's Fields. Headed out right. Hits his running back. Has some room to work. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moments. He's at the 1. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Bigsby is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints grow the lead coming out of halftime. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints double their lead to 14. Reed now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. This drive will start inside the 25. The Falcons and Michael Penix Jr. set to take over again. And he already has a passing touchdown in this game. As you can see, that's what he's done with regularity all year. Set among the NFL leaders in that category. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Starting the half with Robinson. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Second and 13. Completed over the middle. And he drives it up to the 24. Kobe Dean in on the tackle. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. To the air with Penix. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Punting unit out now. It'll be Mitch Wisnowski doing the honors. Return for him, up past their own 40. The Saints come marching onto the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
They run it again with Bigsby. And he's going to get him 7 there. It's 3rd down coming up. Trying to work quickly now. Lay it off here for Bigsby. And they bring him down around the 34. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Off the play fake, it's Fields. He rolls to his right. Now he takes it. And they take this in for the score. The Saints lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. It looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown. You've got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him, had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
Return coming from the 6. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Penix to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. We're paused here to deal with an injured player, and this is a significant one. That's Bijan Robinson getting looked at after the play. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, Penix. Short pass brought in. This gets forward to around the 29. One is center in from the secondary, making that stop. Just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Falcon football, but this late, that lead might be too much for them to overcome. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Penix here from the gun. And they get to him again. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. It's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. He throws a bullet deep to... Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. And the Saints get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Okay, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win, and you feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, and interceptions follow.
They'll run this with Bigsby. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Bigsby. He picks up 5 on that 1st down run, brings up 2nd down. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
At the 13-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Again, it's Bigsby. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Fields pushing his offense in the hurry-up.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4th and 1.
It's Nick. Hey, never mind, Monday.
4th down, he takes the snap. On the move, headed right. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Saints keep adding that 4th quarter lead. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
And 3 touchdown gains aren't unusual for a quarterback, but we normally see him through the air. His QB's legs have been a problem for this defense today.
Leave this now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints grow their lead yet again. Reed now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Jukes out a 1-stop. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Falcons ready for their next possession. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. picked off that previous INT. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected decision-making there. Coming off the pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, he just took his medicine.
Trying again, following the set. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. He's driving in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
Penix working from the gun. He lofts one deep, center of the field. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. That one intended for Drake London. And now they're staring at 4th and long. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Next snap coming inside the red zone, Brock. He picks up 9 on the play. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Carry here for Bigsby. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Saints continue piling it on here in the 4th.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What do you call this other than simply splendid?
Nevis now in the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints continue piling on to this lead.
Falcons 7.
Reed now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. Escapes a defender. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now here come the Falcons on offense. Their failure on 4th down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Penix. Got a man. It's London. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Falcons just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. 1st down, ball at the 36. Firing quickly is Penix, complete. Now here he goes, down the right sideline. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field, we've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count.
Receiver downfield. Offense.
Such an exciting play lost because of that penalty. And this offense now left to think of their next call as they make the long walk back down the field. So now, after the penalty, it's 1st and 15.
Here we go. Knocking 18.
Now Watson on the play fake. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
15 yards to go.
Working from the gun, Watson finds London on the slant. And he will be stopped now, but not to like about that effort. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Falcon first down.
Handoff goes to Williams, running right. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. London going to motion over right. On second down, a run with Williams. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got third down now coming up.
Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
Penix looking to pass. Pitts brings it in. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The Saints call their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Their punter making his way out now. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. The Saints returning their offense and this running back to the field. And among his touchdowns out of the backfield this season, this one is notable. On that last drive, he hit a benchmark that he's been pushing for. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's first and 10. Shotgun give now to Bigsby. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. Got to hurry this to the line.
29-yard line. Brings up second down.
On the give, it's Bigsby. For the second level at the 40. And he's finally stopped across midfield at the 47. They strike for 23 yards.
That's good.
And the Saints are going to have a first down. Even with this lead, keeping the pedal down.
The 47-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. So call it a half dozen on that run, Brock. It's second down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Buying some time right. He's running with it. Like so many of the league's quarterbacks know how to do, this guy has really taken over much of this game, and it's been his dual threat ability that served as the catalyst for that.
And let's give him a lot of credit here, Kate, because he's the one who recognized there'd be opportunities aplenty to hit this defense with his legs. He's picked the right moments, picked his spots, and that stat line's benefited.
They're going to pass it here. Bails out of the pocket quick. Coming the goal line. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints throwing 6 more on the blowout. Chris Olave with the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. Now, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
So fans starting to stream from the Superdome to the French Quarter as it's a win for the Saints. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from New Orleans.
artistry on display. Hi, everyone. I'm Scott Hansen. This is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 7. Lots to get you caught up on. We'll start down in the Bayou. The Saints at home to take on the Atlanta Falcons. And it's the dangerous Justin Fields. He had a nose for the end zone in this one. Here's one of his 3 rushing touchdowns in the ballgame. The Saints are hot. They improved to 6-0 with the win here. Next up, Lambeau Field. Let's look in on the Packers as they host the Kansas City Chiefs. And this is Rashee Rice. 77 yards for the touchdown. The Chiefs get win number 4 on the season. They come away with the victory. Lastly, let's go to Nashville. It's the Titans taking on the Miami Dolphins. And this is the home team running back. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Titans win their 2nd straight, and they do it in style. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hansen in Orlando, good night from all of us at EA Sports.